student. Today we have discussed on new chapter of class 9th, force and its law of motion. Clear? So as we have discussed in chapter 1st about motion, uniform motion, velocity, uniform velocity and others. Clear? Circular motion. So in this chapter we have discussed on force and its law of motion. Clear? So what is force? Actually, in earlier classes like 8th, we have discussed that force is a pushing or pulling. Clear? Of anything is known as force. But as we go in upper classes, then it is a redefined, and now here we know that force is pushing or pulling to anything, but here we can define the force as rate of change of momentum. Clear? So force is a term of momentum and time. Clear? How momentum is changed in what time gives us force. Clear? Okay. Now if we define force, that if an object placed at point A, like this one, and they have contained a mass of m, then and we apply a force on this F on mass m. So force is directly proportional to change in momentum upon change in time. Clear? So F is directly proportional to dp over dt, and here is proportionality constant is k, and with the experimental view k is 1. Clear? So force is dp over dt. dp means change in momentum or dt means change in time. So momentum is, and we all know that momentum, it is a product of mass into corresponding velocity. So p is equals to m into v. So here p is equals to m into v and t, and we take here mass as a constant. Since m is constant, we take it here as a constant. So F is m into dv over dt, and dv over dt gives a acceleration. So m into a. Here is F is equals to m into a, Newton. Clear? So force is mass into corresponding acceleration. Now we have discussed it in later, but you guys are noted in your notebook. Now we have discussed balanced force, unbalanced force. So for balance force. Okay student, now we are going to discuss on force, which is further divided into two parts: balance force and unbalanced force. Clear? So here is what is means by balance force. Everyone know that if an object placed at a surface, suppose you have an object A and it is placed on this surface, it is flat surface. Clear? So here its weight is acting downward, which is a force. Its weight which is acted downward, but it is still stay at the surface. Why? Because of its normal weight, which act vertically upward on the flat surface, by the flat surface, so that this normal reaction is balance the weight, by which it is a stay, and this type of force is a balance force. By this balance force, an object stay their fixed position. Clear? But if we discuss on unbalanced force, then as we know that, like an object A, here is it is your surface, flat surface. So by this, its virtue of their weight, so weight is acting vertically downward on the surface, and at the same time a normal reaction which is act on the body A by the surface. Clear? It is a balance force. But if we apply another force like this one, then on application of this force, this block A going to forward with acceleration A, as we have applied a force N F, then they have get an acceleration A. Now this block is moving from this position to like this position. Clear? In the effect of A, acceleration. Clear? This is known as unbalanced force, by which an object is going to position A to position B. Clear? So if an object going to start from one point to another point or retard, then there is a net balance force. Either it is positive or negative. Negative means direction. When we applying a braking system, then there is a negative force which is act due to retardation. We will discuss in this chapter acceleration, retardation also, as we have studies in the last chapter, motion. Clear? Okay. Now we are going to discuss on laws of motion. So there are three laws of motion. Everyone note it. There are three laws of motion: first law of motion, second law of motion, and third law of motion. Clear? So first law of motion is, okay, student, laws of motion. Clear? So there are three types of laws of motion: first law of motion, second law of motion, and third law of motion. Clear? So in first law of motion, we will discuss the inertia of a body. Clear? What is inertia? It is okay. Now, for the first law of motion, there is a inertia. So inertia is, it is also further of two types. Clear? First is inertia of rest and inertia of motion. Clear? So we are discussed on the inertia of rest. So inertia of rest is tells us that an object is in rest until unless unbalanced force is applied on it. Clear? Repeat it and note down. Inertia of rest tells about if an object is in its rest, then they will stay at rest until and unless if they have experienced an unbalanced force. Clear? Like a book. A book is stay at the table and it will never move until we have applied a force on it. If you apply a force on book, then they are moved from one point to another point. Clear? And likewise, inertia of motion is if an object is moved with a constant acceleration, then it will move with their constant acceleration until they have experienced an unbalanced force. Clear? So everyone note it. Inertia of motion is if an object is stay at rest, then they have stay until they have experienced an unbalanced force, or if they are in motion, then they are always continue until they have experienced an unbalanced force. Next is laws of motion, second law of motion. So second law of motion, we will discuss earlier that a force is directly proportional to rate of change of momentum. Clear? We will derive it. And third is third law of motion. So third law of motion gives us every reaction has its equal and opposite reaction. Clear? Third law